When you're creating new documents, Dreamweaver often makes a lot of very important decisions for you. If you want to start creating documents quickly without having to go through the new document dialog box every single time you create one, it's worth taking a few moments to set up your new document preferences so that Dreamweaver will create new pages exactly to your specifications. So to find our preferences on the PC, remember we'll go to Edit and choose Preferences, and on the Mac you guys will go to Dreamweaver and Preferences. Now I want to go down the categories until I find my new document category. Thankfully they're in alphabetical order except for General. And I'm presented with a couple of choices, not many, but enough you need to be aware of. The first choice is what type of document do you want to create? Notice that we can choose between HTML, any dynamic flavors like ASP.NET or Cold Fusion. We can even go down and say, I just want to start creating cascading style sheet files. Well, since we're working on our website and it's not dynamic, we'll keep it as HTML. The next thing it wants to know is what is the default extension? So if it saves a file for us, what extension should it place on it? Well, we're using the .htm extension on our website, so I want to make sure that that is what I'm using here. Next, we choose a default document type, and for our Groundswell site, it will be XHTML 1.0 transitional, so I want to make sure that that is occurring as well. Now, for the default encoding, I doubt that you're ever really going to need to change it from the UTF-8 Unicode settings, but if you're working in a foreign language, just know that you can come right here, grab the pull-down menu, and choose any encoding type that you need, which is really, really nice. I'm going to make sure we stay on Unicode. Now, you probably won't need to change any of these other settings, but there is one more that I want to point out to you, and it's this little checkbox right down here. Show New Document dialog box on Control-N. If you go ahead and set these up exactly the way that you want them, and you know that you're going to consistently need these options over and over and over again, well, anytime you hit Control-N, you probably don't want to go through that dialog box every single time you do it. So I'm just going to deselect that checkbox, click OK, and now if I do Control or Command-N, I get a brand new document without having to worry about going through choosing all of those options again. By setting these preferences at the start of a project, you can speed up new document creation by having Dreamweaver create new documents that fit your exact specifications without requiring your input. When you switch projects or change standards, it's equally as easy to make a few minor preference changes to ensure that Dreamweaver is creating documents exactly the way you need it to.